it's me, Say for People Brock's the British Tech Guru. Children are going to be given the vote in Britain, apparently. That means if you're 16, you're going to be able to vote. And that's really scary, because that means that all the politicians are going to be visiting the high schools, and you know what a dodgy bunch they are. Handing out candy for votes. Buying votes with candy. And you know what they say about strange men giving children candy. Now, of course, the scary thing is, and the voting age is 18, which I feel is too young anyway. And the reason for that is there's an area of the brain, there's a brain in there somewhere, there's an area of the brain responsible for decisions and logic and that kind of thing. It might be called the hippocampus, I'm not sure, I can't remember. Anyway, that does not mature until you're between 21 and 25. Before then, you go in for all this risk-taking behaviour, and of course this is why they like the soldiers in the military to be between 18 and 21, because that's when they're more likely to say, yes, let's do it, rather than, this is a bit dangerous, let's not do it. So what they're planning to do is they're planning to reduce the voting age to 16 so the politicians can then buy votes with candy. And then of course the next lot is going to come in, because 18 is already too young. They're going to bring in the next lot of Parliament. They're going to say, we need more voters. Let's get the 10-year-olds to vote, then the 8-year-olds. Then they're going to start hitting the elementary schools and getting the 6-year-olds to vote. And then they're going to end up with the embryos still in their mother's wombs being allowed to vote. It's getting ridiculous. And honestly, I cannot see any good of that. I cannot see any good coming of that. And it would be much better if you want more votes to work out why people are not voting that don't vote and solve that. Connect with the electorate that can vote rather than try to increase the electorate. Find out why people don't want to vote, why people are not interested in voting. And I tell you why I'm not that interested in voting or why I wasn't that interested when I was in Britain. It was because all the parties had pretty much the same policies, and you knew that whatever policies they promised, whatever they promised in their prospectus, they were never going to fulfill it anyway. So what's the darn point?